I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in them.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And now running right through it. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big run that time by Elliott. 41 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now they'll run on the draw. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Prescott looks to throw on first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go, 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Panthers have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cam's going to run the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and long, it's Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. This one caught left side by Cooper. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here. It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? A gain of 32 that time. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
20. Great. Do so.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Gun. 20.
From the red zone now, Newton. going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Let's go. Let's finish now. There we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.